Yo, 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 what's going on? Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, TBKC, and all that good stuff. This is Bully Rants. Um, a lot of the questions have been asked from, many people's perspective is how to build a program. Why do certain people have success and other people don't have success? And I'm just going to tell you, the main thing, if you are new to this, or, you are... I don't know what's going on this screen, but if you're new to this or you have any issues, with your program, please understand breeding is not that hard. It's not a difficult thing. Back in my days, you had a lot of great producers, and that's who I collected dogs off of. I had a ton of Cairo blood. I had a good amount of short shot blood. I had me some, direct stuff off of Gotti and 21 Blackjack. And the thing that I was doing was I was going to not to the hype, but I would look at the dogs that they produce, and I was like, damn, and we didn't have champions in that day, so it was different, But, as a modern day, I see certain dogs who do certain things, and it's like, I need that. Or I know where their blood comes from, and it might be the only way for me to get to that. You people have to stop feeding into these hype dogs. Just because somebody slaps a $10,000 stud fee on their dog or tells you that their dog is the greatest thing in the world, you got to look past that bullshit sometimes. And I mean that, not trying to be whatever, but you have to look past it, because right now we're at a point where we have more salesmen in the American Bully game than we have actual breeders. Why do you think that so many people are buying dogs and so few people have successful programs? It's because a lot of people are buying garbage dogs. I've seen people, and they basically come to me, and it's always a pleasure because I get to laugh. That's the competitive nature in me. They'll buy a high stud fee for somebody. Oh, I spent $5,000 and the guy told me this and the guy told me that. My question is always, well, what does his productions look like? How many champions has he produced? Or even to the naked eye, what does his kids look like? Well, he really don't have that many productions that he showed me, but the dog is being bred a lot. So where are the productions at? Well, he's this and his puppies are selling for this. Where are the productions at? When they have their litters and the litter don't quite turn out like they expect, they don't turn out to be the next, superstar in the American Bully game, and their program is in a little bit of disarray because they're dealing with some of the issues that these dogs have, then they want to look back and say, well, I don't know what happened. And the truth of the matter is that you fell for the pyramid scheme. If you want to make good dogs, look to good dogs, I tell them all the time, they see people and they, they might go on my Instagram or they go on this and they be like, damn, that's a whole lot of badass dogs that come off your dog. He's a producer. Now I happen to have 3 producers, but the reason that they're producers is because their parents were producers. You know what I mean? Their grandparents were producers. They come from producing blood. It transcends. Their kids will be producers. I guarantee it. And I'm not telling you that you have to come to me, of course, because I'm not really big time interested in any of that anymore. But look for dogs that have a history, a line. Their daddy was a producer. Their granddaddy was a producer. Themselves are a producer. There's studs out here right now that they can give you a lineage of, amazing dogs that they have, a big lineup, of amazing dogs that they have, dogs that have come off of them and different things like that come off of their dogs. That's how you build your program, because it's all about genetics. It's not about, you don't have to sell genetics. You know what I mean? You don't. People will try to downgrade different things when it comes to the genetics of the dogs. And, oh, well, this person produced that. And it's never the people that produces. No matter what happened, no matter what yard that the dogs came off of, no matter, the circumstances, if this dog is a producer and he's producing, that's where it's at. His daughters will probably produce if you put them with the right blood. Of course, there's always that factor that you have to find the right dog. But I'm going to tell you, you have a way higher chance of putting 2 good dogs together and letting it see what happened than trying to fix something or believing in hype. Most of the hype dogs, I'm going to tell y'all this, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, they're bred a million times, but they can't show you they show you very few offspring, because the offspring are most of the time not what you would expect. But if you building your program off of hype, this is what you'll get. If you're building your program off of quality and off of what's in front of your eyes and everything that you see that you should be looking for in a dog, your program will be a lot more successful. over the years, I know with myself, I offered plenty of great deals, and I heard many of people with their different worries and this and that and the other about, you know, oh, well, what would I be able to sell the puppies for? And most times I just cut the conversation off right there, because you have to worry about quality first. Everything else will come. I promise you that. But I hope I helped y'all out a little bit, man. Look to good dogs, man. Look to good dogs. Study them pedigrees. And when I say study them pedigrees, I mean study the pedigrees past that dog. You should never be wanting to breed to a dog if you haven't seen at least 10 to 20 of his offspring that you really, really like. And then you have to ask the question, okay, I seen 10 to 20. How many puppies had this dog had? Because if the dog got 2,000 puppies and he can only show you, or she can only show you 10 to 20 dogs, that's a very low percentage. You know what I mean? That's puppy milling and hoping that you get one. But hopefully I helped y'all out some on this, man. Breed better dogs. You know, it's a clean dog movement going on out here. We need to be really, really stressing on producing dogs that can live a long time, play hard, run hard, whatever you want them to do. But we need better dogs in this community, or this community is going to die. I'll catch y'all in the next rant, man.